Hello, it's Craftyannie here again. Now today we're going to be making some lava lamps. So I have a couple of health and safety things that you need to be aware of when we're making these. So the first thing is lava lamps are actually made of oil and vinegar with either some paint or some glitter, so they're not edible, so don't drink it or taste it. If you do, you're going to be rather unwell. The next thing is, because it's oil and vinegar, any spillages will be quite slippery and not very safe, so do use a plastic tablecloth or an opened out bin bag or a charity shop bag, that you put clothes in. If you open one of those out, or a bin bag, or just use a plastic tablecloth that you can wipe clean when you're finished and reuse. And the last thing is, even though they're called lava lamps, there's no light and they're not suitable to use as a light. They're just for display, so don't try to make them into a lamp. It's just there as a pretty effect. Okay, so those are the health and safety warnings that we have. So I will now show you how to make a lava lamp. Hello.
Hello, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello. So today I'm going to show you how to make a lava lamp.
Right, okay.
Except you don't use it as a lamp, but it's quite a pretty and effective display. Just going to give you a quick whiz round of what we've got in front of us. So we've got some oil, plain vegetable or sunflower oil, some white vinegar. This is distilled malt vinegar. It's really cheap, so that's okay. Some jam jars. There's some paint. We've also got a chopstick and a spoon. If you haven't got any paint, you can use some turmeric or paprika as a colouring. And we've also got some glitter here, which you can use if you want to. So that's our items. So the first thing we're going to do is work out how much oil we'll need. So you can see I filled that jar with water. Okay, so you will also need a measuring jug. So what I'm going to do is pour this water into the measuring jug. So that's what, 200 mils?
Yeah.
So we've got 200 mils volume, so that means we will need 100 mils each of oil and vinegar. So a bit of maths there, divide it by 2. So I'm just going to pour this back in, and then we're just going to wipe out the jars, those two, so that they're dry, and then we'll start again. Yeah. So this jar's volume had 200 millilitres, and that's how much it fitted in the jar. So we divide that by 2, which is 100. So the first thing you can do, Dave, is measure 100 mils of the oil into there, please.
100 mil.
100 mil. Brilliant. Okay. Now, then what you want to do is get the turmeric. sprinkle a little bit into the oil. And give it a good mix. And you can also put some glitter in there if you want to. If it's a push flip type thing. That's it, you got it. You don't have to put loads in, but just put a bit of glitter in as well. That's it. And then take your chopstick and give it a good mix.
Big mix or little mix?
Well, a big mix until it's all blended and there's no real lumps in there. Okay, is that nice and smooth?
Yeah.
Okay, so then you just basically pour that.
Pour that.
Put it in the that spare jam jar, yeah. And you just pour that into your jar.
In there.
Yeah. That's it. And that's the first bit. And then wipe out the measuring jug with some kitchen towel. That's it. And then what you want to do is measure out. Now, do you want to do 2 colours or do you want to use just one? We've got a purple or a pink.
Got the colours, you use both of them.
Okay, so then measure 50 ml of the vinegar into the measuring jug.
50 ml.
Yeah. And turn it on its side so the pour, that's it. Because that's got a pouring spout.
About 50 ml, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's it.
Now, if you haven't got the white vinegar or the distilled malt vinegar, you can use water, but vinegar works better. So pick your first colour. You're going to go purple, okay. Take off the lid, give it a bit of a shake first. That's it. And squirt some in to... That's it, and that's coloured it, and that's fine. Okay, then what you do is you pour the vinegar onto the oil.
In there.
Yeah. And you will see that it separates at the bottom, so it makes like a lava sort of look. Yeah. So that's your glittery start the lava. Then next thing is you take the other 50 ml of vinegar and pour it into your jug.
In there?
Yeah.
Another 50 ml?
Another 50 ml, yeah.
You have to wash that out then?
No, because it's had the vinegar in it. Okay, and then put in the other colour. It might be a bit thicker, that one. Hold on. There's a top on it. That's it.
Just dried up paint.
Yeah, that's it. That's it, it's coming out. There you go. Give it a mix with the chopstick so that
That's enough, isn't it?
Yeah. Give it a mix with the chopstick so it... That's it. And is that the colour you want?
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm going to show you a couple of things you can do with this before you add the colour. So you can make a few effects with this. So I'm going to hand the camera to you. There.
Yeah.
You leave it there and I'll just go around. So here's a few things that you can do to make some effects. So now I've got some of these cake. If you make a lot of cakes and do a lot of icing, I've got these little cake pipette type things here which you can use. I wouldn't use them with food after you've done this. You just take a bit of this and you can do little shoots of colour into the oil, or you can try and float it on top so that it goes into the oil in little droplets.
Right.
If you haven't got any of these, you can use a spoon and do the same thing. If you could film what's going on in the top of the jar, you can see little droplets floating on top. And you see little droplets of the colour floating on the top. Or the other thing you can do is just pour the colour in like that, and it will separate and you can see it's starting to float, so you've got that two colour effect.
Yeah.
And the other thing you can do, which I've done with this, is these were paints that were nearly finished, so I just put a bit of vinegar in them, and then you can just grip very slowly. Oh, not like that. On top, and you can see all the paint is floating around. I'll leave that like that now. And that is your lava lamp. And it's all very scientific here because oil is heavier than vinegar.
Right.
So the vinegar will sink because it's lighter, and the heavier oil will float on the top, which is why if you're making a dressing you have to add salt and shake it, and that is a bit of science as well. And then all you have to do, hopefully this one will fit, is put your lid on.
Right. Okay. Right.
And that is
It's on the yeah, that's it.
one lava lamp.
Right. Shall I pause that now?
And so,
oh, do you want to hand that back to?
And so, Dave, that is your activity for the day.
Thank you.
And we will be back soon. So we'll see you later. Say goodbye to everybody, Dave.
Bye bye.